Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today we are continuing our series on What Is It Missing? This is a series where we go over what is a phone missing. No phone is perfect, and there are some features that phones miss that, especially when compared to everything else on the market, you can definitely see it's missing some key features. So today we are going to continue our segment on the iPhone 7 Plus. So what is it missing? And if you can guess, a lot of these features are going to be ones that we hopefully get on the next iPhone later this year. But as of right now, these are the features we're missing on the iPhone 7 Plus. First and foremost, I think it's pretty easy, and that is wireless charging. Wireless charging started definitely getting popularized by Samsung, but many phones have had it before. Sony, Nexus devices, and now even the LG G6 has it on their phone. You can expect it to be a staple for all new smartphones coming out, and Apple needs to join in. Now that's going to be one of the biggest changes coming with the next iPhone, as although the 7S and 7S Plus will remain metal, the next high-end iPhone, the iPhone X or the Apple phone, will be a glass backing. So that's going to be the difference on the $1,069 iPhone. With that being said, the wireless charging is definitely the biggest feature that I find missing because I need it for any phone I have. It's just easier to charge and safer to charge overnight. Now, the second thing is honestly just a wow factor design. I mean, when you see this design on an iPhone, it's nothing wow about it anymore. It's iconic, yes, but it doesn't have that wow factor that companies like Samsung have taken over. And it really just, we hope to see it on the next iPhone. Now we already know that it's not going to have the curved glass as the Samsung does. Instead, it's going to have more of like a G6 glass. So it's going to have that flat glass, but with minimal bezels. So that's going to be really big, but I hope the back matches it so it has a big wow factor. So the design just steps up a little bit more from what we've gotten over the past 3 years. Let's face it, the iPhone 6, 6S, 7 all look very similar, and it's time for a big update. The third thing is a better display. With an iPhone 7 Plus, you're still getting a 1080p display, which means you cannot watch a 4K video on YouTube or a 4K movie on Netflix or Amazon or anything like that on here. If you never realized it, on the iPhone 7, you can't even watch a 1080p video. It's just not filling up the resolution because the display is lacking. And not only do you need a better display, but dang, I hope we get the OLED display, because this is LCD, let's face it, it's not out anymore. There's a reason why you can't get LCD TVs anymore, and that's because LED has completely taken over. It's better, brighter, better color, more accurate, and definitely more energy efficient, so it saves you on your battery life. So that being said, definitely needs a better display, higher resolution to match the quality of the videos we're shooting, and then obviously we want better screens to actually display those. Next, better HDR, especially when, and I'll actually bundle this into two, HDR and low light. You definitely see this when comparing to high-end Android such as Google Pixel, the LG G6, and the Samsung S8. But during the daylight, the HDR is not as good on the iPhone. You're going to get better day shots easily, especially when the sun's out and it's contrasting. You're going to get better shots on the Samsung or Pixel because of that HDR plus modes they have. Now, that being said, in low light, you get the same thing. You don't have as wide of an aperture, especially with the front camera, and equally with the rear camera, as you do compared to some phones. This has an f1.8 on the back, and I believe an f2.0 on the front, whereas other smartphones have a 1.7 and a 1.7. The lower the better, more light and better low light quality. And that's just something that, for a phone that claims to have the most photos taken with this phone, let's make them the best photos. So yeah, guys, those were the 5 features that I feel is missing on the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, some phones have more, some phones have less. No phone is perfect, but these were some of the main standout features I would say that are missing on the iPhone. Let me know what you guys think. What features are missing for you on the iPhone, and what features would you really like to see on the next iPhone? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know if you like this series, as we're going to continuing to do more of these if you guys like it. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.